Hey everybody, welcome to the new time slot of the Fired Up Live show. It's 6:30, past 6:30. I was supposed to log in at 6:30. Login issues and internet issues, you know these things. So, hey, glad that you're here. Glad that you're watching this either on replay or here live. And if you're watching this live, paki-comment naman dyan kung saan kayo nanonood, where you're watching this from, and just comment there, fired up from your place. All right, all right. So let me know where you are from. I'd be happy to see kung taga saan kayo, anong probinsya, kung anong bansa. And we're just here to have one purpose, to get each other fired up. I'll try to fire you up and you can fire me up with your presence as well. So our topic for today is how to be bolder and better, di ba? Ito yung pinakaisa sa kinakatakutan natin. How do we come out? How do we do things out of our comfort zone? How do we actually uh, do something for the first time? Di ba? When was the last time you did something for the first time? Di ba? Yeah, there are instances in our lives that we acknowledge that we were bold in certain things, right? Yung biglang kumanta ka sa stage, biglang sumayaw ka, biglang nag-TikTok ka, these things. You became bolder, so to speak. You went out of your shell. You did not become shy anymore. Okay, so most of us are not naturally bold. Kumbaga, most of us are kind of like reserved or introverted even. Mahiyain tayo. No, I myself consider as a shy type, mahiyain po ako. Pero how do I become bold doing this show twice a week and creating content to fire you up? Ayan po. So let's talk about how to be bolder, and please share this to your profile or tag your friends. Mga kaibigan po nating medyo mahiyain, no? Pero kailangan ng boldness sa kanilang buhay. All right, all right. So how do we become bolder and better? 'Di ba? Di naman pwedeng bold lang pero we're not improving, 'di ba? What's the use of boldness if we're not gonna improve our own lives? We're not gonna improve our own virtues, our own personalities, right? So bolder and better are the two words that I wanted to pair up with. So yan po yung ating session for this evening sa ating Fired Up Live show. The Fired Up Live show is all about getting you motivated and focused in pursuing your dreams and living out your faith. That's our purpose. And basically, the Fired Up Life, if you're here for the first time, it's about motivation for work and life. So if you feel like you're demotivated, down, discouraged, ayan po, this show is for you. The Fired Up Life page is for you para tayo ay tuloy-tuloy na magiging inspired in our pursuit of our own dreams. This show is made possible by our Fired Up patrons. So if you want to help out, just go and become a patron. Go to patreon.com/fireduplife. Let's go. Let's get it on. How to be bolder and better at the same time. Pag-usapan po natin ngayon. Let's all get fired up. Yeah, no? Sometimes we are overcome by, number one, shyness. Ano ba to shyness? Yung mahiyain lang talaga tayo. Yung we don't want to volunteer. If we are in a room, we'd be sitting at the backmost part, no? Ayaw natin matawag, ayaw natin mauna, no? Maybe you remember those days in your college or high school. Kung pwedeng magtago, magtatago tayo, 'di ba? Kung pwedeng hindi ma-acknowledge, it's okay. Just as long as you're safe there. All right? That's probably shyness. Kakambal na rin ng timidity. I think mas worse than timidity kasi 'di ba sabi ni Saint Paul, God did not give us a spirit of timidity and cowardice. Yung talagang we just don't wanna do something that will put us in a spot of discomfort. Okay? Yung timid tayo, masyadong alanganin sa mga bagay. Ayan, no? So we don't want that, right? We want to be more deliberate. Okay. And the third is a lack of confidence. This is what most people in the Fired Up Life page or the Fired Up Life following confide with me. No? And they say that they have the lack of confidence. Kaya they cannot somehow take on higher responsibilities because of that. No, I don't know if you are going through any of these three. Are you shy? Are you timid? Do you lack confidence in your life? Ayan po, So we are sometimes overcome by these things. And how do we reverse that? How do we become bolder and better? Ayan po, boldness kailangan po natin sa ating buhay. Ayan, so sabi dito, no, a quote from Gracian, Baltasar Gracian, put a grain of boldness into everything you do. Ayan, that made me pause for a while. What if in everything I did, mas bold, no? Like 10 times bolder, 10 times more courageous. Ano kaya mangyayari sa aking buhay? And maybe you kind of like wonder that as well. Now, what if you were bolder? What would have happened, right? What if you went out there and just went for it? Kung ano man yung goal mo, you just became bold. Okay, so sabi dito, put a grain of boldness into everything that you do. If you agree with this, now put a comment there. Agree. if you agree that we have to put a pinch of boldness into even the little things that we do in our lives. All right, so I'm gonna share with you 5 ways to be bolder and better. Okay, 5 paraan lang to be bolder and better, so we can get fired up, so we can go out there, become more courageous. Okay, so let's go. The first one is develop inner strength. Ayan. So ano bang what is inner strength comprised of? Okay, well, definitely our emotions, yung matatag ang ating emotionality, yung we are not only stable but really strong inside. Kasi when you become bold, there you will be met with opposition, you will be met with criticism. At kung hindi natin na-develop ang ating inner strength, then we'd really get hurt right away, and we would go back to our own holes, right? Magtatago na naman tayo. And how do we develop that inner strength? Siyempre, if you have that faith, that spirituality, where are you putting your confidence? Where are you getting your courage from? 'Di ba? Kasi kung mahina ang ating loob, hindi lakas loob, wala tayong lakas loob, di mahihirapan tayo to become bold. Kaya hindi rin pwedeng maging bold, just do whatever and just do it. Okay lang na, sinabi ni Nike, just do it. Pero baka maging reckless din tayo. And when we're reckless, there will be remorse towards the latter part. So we have to practice that or develop that inner strength in us, in our hearts, in our souls. Okay, and definitely we strengthen that through prayer. We strengthen that through surrounding yourself with people who love you and whom you love, di ba? Yung support that you gain from your family, from your loved ones, can give you that inner strength and motivation. Purpose also gives you inner strength. Pag maliwanag sa'yo anong katuturan, where all of these is heading, then you'll be able to have that conviction. So conviction, your spirituality, your emotionality, lahat ng nasa sa loobin mo, that are the parts of your inner strength. Those are the aspects there. So we want to develop that. Kasi hindi pwedeng malakas lang tayo sa labas. Yung malakas lang yung dating natin, yung mga sinasabi natin, medyo maingay, di ba? We keep on making a lot of promises. Hindi pwede yun, We have to back it up with a strength inside. We cannot be hollow, or shallow, or yung walang laman ba. No, we can't be that. We have to fill it up. And develop your inner strength by filling up your heart with God's love, by filling up your heart with the love of the people around you, by gaining courage, by immersing yourself in the Word, right? So ganyan, develop your inner strength. That's number 1. Number 2, daily increments of courage. Now, I like this because, and I'm not suggesting that you just go out there and become bold. Araw-araw, do something that is that will develop your bravery. Okay, so for me, it's all about content creation. So dati takot na takot akong mag-TikTok, mag-Reels, like YouTube Shorts. I didn't know these things. So what I did was I just made one reel lang muna. Then bukas another one. Okay. And the next day another one. Puro pangit, puro palpak, no, but it gave me that familiarity, no, incrementally my knowledge was being built up, and soon I gained the skill, soon I got more uh, adept to it and became faster. Ngayon, I can think creatively already because of that daily increment of courage to just go out there and look a little bit funny, look a little bit crazy, no. But as long as the fired up word gets out there, no, the fired up life message. All right. So daily increments lang of courage. So, what are you doing each and every day na binibuild up mo, no? Yeah, are you the person who wants to become more sociable? So try talking to somebody, in increments in a day. Uh, 'Di ba? Kung mahiyain tayo, 'di ba? Try to initiate conversation kung takot tayo mag-initiate ng conversation. So this also applies to salespeople, 'di ba? Galing, no? One day I was like working in a coffee shop. Then this random person just tells me, "Hey, you seem to be busy. What are you doing?" Grabe, sabi ko, lakas ng loob niya. No, but actually he was prospecting. He was trying to look for buyers for his product or for his services, 'di ba? Then he very suave, no, he told me his services, and hey, now he's on top of my mind, no. He planted that seed. Now if I need his type of service, then I'll be contacting that person. Ganon yung boldness. All right? So daily increments of courage. Hindi naman dahil kailangan pakapalan lang ng mukha, but because you have a reason to be courageous. 'Di ba? You're not being bold for the sake of being bold. You're being bold because you are responsible for certain people. You are responsible for your family. You're responsible for your future. All right? So araw-arawin natin, daily increments. No? Just be better today than yesterday. 'Di ba? According to the song, I love you more today than yesterday. Just be better. Ganun lang. No, don't pressure yourself to be a master overnight, an expert overnight, na super wala ka nang kinakatakutan, sobrang galing mo nang magsalita, galing mo nang magsulat, galing mo nang mag-create ng content, or whatever it is that you're doing. It's a daily thing, brick by brick. 'Di ba? Step by step. Phase by phase. Daily incremental improvement. Okay, so be bold in that way. Number 3, walang substitute. Lots of practice. Kung practice ka ng practice dun sa isang bagay, mawawala yung shyness, mawawala yung takot, mawawala yung lack of confidence. Will become more confident as you go from awkward to automatic. Ano ba? Katulad ng mga araw-araw nagpa-practice ng piano, no? So when they put their hands on the keyboard, wala na, no? It's like having a life of its own. Those who are playing basketball, yung si Steph Curry, yung 3-point shot sa kanya, wala na, no? Ang dali-dali lang sa kanya. In fact, they won kanina. So the standing now is 3-2. So lots of practice. Hindi naman naging championship teams yung mga yon without practice. Diba? If you're a basketball player and it's like the last minute of the game, then you're down by 2 points, tapos you got the ball and you have to shoot the winning 3-pointer. How do you become bold in doing that? How do you ask for the ball and take responsibility to win or lose? Diba? So, kailangan practice, practice, practice. Hanggat when it comes to that moment when you need to be brave and bold, it's really now the process that kicks in. It's the training that kicks in, and you'll be able to do it just how you practiced it. Ganun din ang pagtutok, no, pagbibigay ng talk. You have to practice it. You have to probably do some rehearsals so that all the mistakes are already done when you were rehearsing. Lahat ng kapalpakan, ginawa mo na habang nagpa-practice ka. Hindi yung mismong event na dun ka pa magpa-practice. Okay? So that's it. That's number 3. Lots of practice. Number 4 is do something each week that is out of your comfort zone. Okay? Hindi naman daily na out of our comfort zone, but yung each week, no, when you plan your week Monday to Friday, no, just think about that one thing that you will do this week na hindi mo ginagawa pero kailangan mong gawin. What is that for you each and every week? So something exciting, maybe something adventurous, something that you need for your business or for your employment, something that your family needs, something that your faith needs, diba? Let's just say if you're serving in the church, if you're serving in a community and you're called to evangelize, no? Baka this week maisip mo sino kayang ma-evangelize ko? Sino kaya yung tao na mapagkwentuhan ko tungkol kay Lord? Okay? So it's gonna be a bit weird, but hey, who knows, right? That person might just need that message from you on that certain day. So what is that? No, what will you do something each week na hindi mo comfort, na awkward, na weird feeling, pero kailangan? No, give yourself an adventure. Give yourself a bit of a kumbaga booster. Okay, do what is that thing na kailangan natin gawin each week. So for me, for example, I just started a new segment here in the Fired Up Life. It's called Fired Up Word. No, so usually what I do kasi is I do live, I post a mini blog, and I do some reels. So that's what I did last week, yung the past 2 weeks at least, yung reels. What I'm doing now is doing my catechism. I'm spreading the gospel and connecting it to something with the catechism, and it's called Fired Up Word. I'll be posting one video later, kakatapos ko lang ng isa. So that's the bold thing that I did or am doing this week. And it's changing the way I do content. It's changing the way I edit my videos. It's changing the way I research for my topics. It's a game changer. It's changing me, because only when you do the hard stuff will change happen. Only when you become a little bit bolder will something be different in your life. Diba? Do you agree with me? Kung may bago kang gagawin, magbabago din ang buhay mo. Kung walang bagong ginawa, huwag mag-expect magbago ang buhay mo. Because we can't just be sitting on our hands and waiting for something great to happen. Yes, we pray. We pray hard. But, ang task ni Lord is to inspire us. But the action is from us. The response is really from us. Okay? So do something each week that is out of your comfort zone, guys. Last is do it for God. No, if it's not for yourself kasi you don't care, if it's for yourself lang naman, ganon, no? Baka when you do it for God, you will be bolder. When you do it for your loved ones, and especially for the one up there or the one within us, the Lord Himself. Have you done something for God na masasabi mong, Lord, ginagawa ko to para sa'yo to? I remember giving my first talk in my youth camp about 25 years ago or 27 years ago. I can't remember. Well, it's 1996 that I gave my first talk in a youth camp, and kabang-kaba ako. 1 week kong inaral yung talk. Halos i-memorize ko na, pero kabadong-kabado ako. Sabi ko, grabe, talo pa lahat ng pinag-aralan ko sa engineering. Itong gagawin ko nakakatakot. Batang-bata pa ako. Yung audience ko, 100 tao. Bakit ko ba to ginagawa? Then I realized I'm doing it for God. Then all things made sense. Right? So what is it? What is it that you need to do for God so that you become bolder? What is it in your work that you can say, Lord, ito, para sa iyo to. Para sa pamilya ko to. Pero ito, Lord, this labor of love is for you, right? So do it for God, be bolder, and just go out there and do something new, do something great. Okay, so to review, 5 ways to be bolder and better. Number one, develop inner strength. Number two, daily increments of courage. Number three, lots of practice. Number four, do something each week that is out of your comfort zone. And the last one is do it for God. Let me know, guys, which of the 5 things that I just said, um, outlined here is something that can help you become bolder and better. Just put there in the comments section. I would surely appreciate that. All right, so keep your comments coming. And hey, you can support the Fired Up Live show by being a patron. You can send stars and you can be a supporter through Facebook. There's a green button there. And if you become a supporter, there'll be benefits. I'll talk about that more and more later. And you can also send through Gcash. And hey, you can be a patron. Just go to that site. And hey, thanks for all the Fired Up patrons and supporters that have been so faithful to the Fired Up Live show. Yeah, you can send stars. There's a star button there. And of course, you can buy my book through the fireduplifestore.com. And this one, I just like to announce, you can go to firedupu.com so you can support what I do and learn. Fired Up U is Fired Up University. It contains like 13 courses there that I've really done through the 5 years of doing the Fired Up Life. I compiled everything that I do for clients, things that I do for the market that I'm selling my courses to. Nilagay ko lahat dyan sa Fired Up You, and now you can access it if you will support the Fired Up Life Advocacy. All right, just check it out. firedupu.com. All right, that's it. So that's our show for today, how to be bolder and better. Okay, so God bless you, and hey, keep being fired up, keep being bold, keep being better.